I'm serious about this shit. I think it would be fair. They gave R. Kelly 30 years, right? And that's just on one of his cases. He got some other cases he got to deal with. But they gave him 30 years. He got to do, I think, at least 30 years. I don't know. He's 55 now, so that means he come out like at about 85 or whatever. So this is what I think they should do. Give that motherfucker 10 years. He got to serve 10 years. Now, for his last 2 years, I'm gonna give him access to a studio within the prison, and I want him to produce all kinds of music, and then we're gonna get somebody who professionally does that to get that music out there. And his first album, everybody know this case and all that. His first album, especially, is gonna make some money. His first one is gonna make some money, and then the other ones he released is gonna make money too. All of the money that first album makes, and it should be in the tunes of millions, goes to the 13-year-old girl he pissed on. Now, you got to free R. Kelly after 10 years. Somebody monitors him to where he can only live a modest life, just above the average person, right? He can't make no millions and fly around all of this shit on any money he makes. All he could do, he could fly around to these places and make money. All of the money he makes, a majority of it, goes to these different agencies for abused teenagers and abused women. All of the money, damn near, he makes goes to these agencies, right? So what does he get? He gets out after 10 years. Okay, he's a free man, and he can live a modest life with a wife and kids or whatever, girlfriend, whatever he wants to do. He just can't live a life of lavishness. Everything he makes, for the most part, goes to these agencies, right? So he didn't do 30 years like the average guy, but he got value to where he can do something to benefit some of the people in the society. And all of these things that you see that goes along with a concert, the ecosystem that goes along with a big star that goes to all these places and perform, from the concert tickets to t-shirts to this and that. You create jobs for people. Why would you leave that man in there? I don't care what he did, with all due respect, right? That's why I said this 13-year-old girl gets a lot of money. So because she really, that's a punitive damage for her, right? And a compensatory damage for her. So here's a young lady that will, it won't be like you really dragging her through the mud. So here's R. Kelly. He's out here every concert. That shit's got to go to people who suffered like she did, who suffered like he did. Why waste him in the prison, beating on a motherfucking table, rapping and singing with these other inmates who have no value? You might as well, again, do 10 years is a lot of fucking time. You shouldn't be put it together. You shouldn't have to do a life sentence damn near for him because of what he did. As crazy as it is, you still got to give that man some time, especially when he has a value to the society. That would not put him, saying above the law for him to have to go in there and do 10 fucking calendar years. That is not putting him above the law, but still use some of this man's value out here in this society. I mean, it just has to happen. R. Kelly is too valuable to just leave him locked up like that. But he does not deserve to profit too much from his craft. You know what I'm saying? Because he did something so egregious in our society that it's unacceptable. As I said, most of everything that comes out is going to go to that the young lady out of the first album, the 13-year-old, or the one who was 13 years old at the time. So I think that way you serve more interest. I don't know if she got any of R. Kelly's estate, the young 13-year-old. This way we could guarantee her son. Look at some of the other proceeds that would come from that, and you take them and let them benefit some of these other agencies who have abused people and what have you. And that's that, because R. Kelly is very valuable. You see some of the music that he's already done, some of it inspirational, some of it party, some of it romantic, whatever the case. But the brother's got a lot of energy left in him, I'm sure, even though they've zapped a lot of it, because they just said yesterday that they froze his account, his commissary account. He had like $27,000 or something. People were sending him money for his defense and yada yada. They said they froze that. I don't know if that's all he has left or just they did just freeze that account. But in any case, his money's got to be getting low, and so let him do his time. He's already got probably 3 years to his credit. Let him do the other 7 years, the last 2. Let him be creative and make some people some money and create an ecosystem for people. Like the politicians say, get the people jobs. Because I don't think that he's just that that bad. He got caught up in this whole mentally with shit. And did some shit he shouldn't have done with a young girl. And that's really where people lost it at and said, nah, man, you're going too damn far. Then they just got him all in a bunch of shit. If they didn't get him on them charges, they would have got a fucking charge with conspiracy and blah, blah, blah. And you know the Fed shit gonna stick. So there it is. And so, again, we need to give people some kind of redemptive value while at the same time making them pay for the shit that they've done, right? Anyway, this is OGLEE, and I'll see you again soon.